Welcome back to the show. You are now in the hall, coming off 3 shows. 2 of them were fantastic. One of them, not so much. Did a burger show. Did a burger spot. They put the mic at the front door. Literally walk in, make a right. There's the stage. I don't even know what I was standing on. It was smaller than a pallet, and there was a booth right to the right. So you're right by the front door, and then there's a booth to your right. So not the best for stand-up. Had to battle the mic cord. It was at its last leg. It was like the Apple, it was like the phone charger where the top of it was bent too many times. So you had to have the mic. You had to not move. See, I move a lot on stage. You know, it gets the energy going. But this was not ideal for movement. So you had to be as still as possible. Okay? You couldn't make any movement. It was like performing stand-up and trying not to alert a bear off in the distance. Just kind of stay as still as possible, do your act, and get off. You know, Joe opened the show. He was hosting, Joe Sensabella, and dude, God bless him. He was trying to figure out the mic situation, you know, so he was holding it different. You had to either leave it in the stand or hold it up like a rapper, you know? Like like you were about to rap battle, like, hey, yo, quiet down. You know, tip it up like you're drinking it. So, I don't know. I felt bad. It was, at first it was funny. You know, he did 10 minutes. Every joke, you're like, oh, here comes the punchline. And every punchline, the mic cut off. And so the joke would just bomb. And we were all laughing at first, and then we're like, shit, we got to go next. I was like, damn. It's really funny until you're next. So, yeah, I did my act completely still. I got a few laughs, but, man, it was just a rowdy, it's a burger place. And then you're like, all right, we're going to do comedy. So, but then the other 2 nights, I was at Margaritaville, opening for Dean Napolitano. Man, those were some good shows. First one was really good. It was full on, it was just good to do 15 minutes. The first show was good. And then second show was even more full. But I did on like the same set, and I don't know, it was like pulling teeth, but we got it done. I did a bit that like slaughters in LA. It's not even like an LA joke. I'm not like, oh, I'm on you know when you're at the Santa Monica Pier? Like, it wasn't like a specific joke tied to the location. But it was just a bit that would always do well over there. And dude, it just got nothing. But overall, it wasn't a bad set, and I think it was a Saturday night show. Friday was good. Saturday night, I think it was at this place called Margaritaville. You know, like a Jimmy Buffett makes a portion of everything sold there: water bottle, hotel room, whatever. So it was like a Jimmy Buffett theme. Everybody's wearing Hawaiian shirts. They're from Ohio, New York, any place that was locked down. Those people were at Margaritaville. So I'm thinking Friday night, they didn't go to the comedy show, got obliterated, and then stumbled into the Saturday night show, and some people just were like, I don't know, they were just spaced out, just staring straight ahead like they just got back from Nam. Just like, you wanted to do crowd work, like, hey, where are you from? And you think they would just look back at you and be like, I've seen some shit. You're like, what? But yeah, it was fun. Thanks again, Dean, for the feature work, and Joe, man, it was a good time. So coming off of 3 shows, I'm feeling good. Finally got some new material. Holy shit. Went like a whole month. I'm like writing. I'm like, I can't think of anything. It's like it's the worst thing as a comedian to just feel like you're never going to come up with another joke ever again. You're like, holy shit, I'm out. My brain is done. That's my biggest fear, is just running out of material. But today I had a little breakthrough, so I feel good. I'm starting to think every comic that killed themselves is because they just couldn't think of anything new. Because I was just like, holy shit, am I done? I'm out of ammo. Got to reload. Anyone who read the Fauci emails, I don't know if you guys saw that. Basically, masks don't work. That's what he was typing in his emails. And anyone out there that I called a retard for wearing a mask, I just want to say,
from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Okay, if you're still wearing a mask, you're definitely a moron. But yeah, Fauci released emails back and forth where he said masks don't work, especially bandanas. So fuck you, everyone out there, especially the flight attendants. Holy shit! Can you put your mask up over your nose? I just had a vision of the plane going down and the flight attendant not being able to push the suitcases off of him after the crash, and he reaches an arm out and he's like, help me, get this bag off me, and all I do is just pull his mask up over his nose and get off the plane. That was the vision. Just up, there you go, pull your mask up, thank you. My gosh. Here I got getting emails from Spare Room. This is the same company that's been saying, oh, the New York rates are lower. Harlem is down $200 a month. Yeah, because everyone's leaving. I get this one. The rise in senior roommates. Does age matter when sharing? U.S. roommates are getting older. In 2018, the average age of a roommate was 30 years old. That's risen to almost 34 in 2021. 1 in 5 roommates are now 50, and the proportion of roommates over 70 has more than doubled since 2018. In part, that's down to affordability. As people come out of a long-term relationship and realize they can't afford to rent their own, they find themselves sharing. But COVID also hit, and people's jobs and financial prospects are hard. So it seems that the trend is only likely to increase. Okay. Basically, this article is just saying people are fucked. I didn't even think of that, dude. You're like 60, 70 years old. Your wife's like, look, I'm not going to do another 10 years with your ass. And now you're just 70 years old and you realize you can't afford an apartment because it's more than a mortgage in most places. Oh, God. My oldest roommate ever was 36, and I even thought that was kind of weird. I mean, it was in LA, so I'm like, all right. You know, but 36 years old, you're like, shit, dude, how many more years are you going to do this with 3 roommates? You know, I could definitely, I mean, it got to the point where I was out there like, shit, dude, I'm done with roommates, man. I went from roommate, no roommates to having no roommate. It was always back and forth. You know, I had my own place twice in New York, and I had roommates twice in New York. It's kind of funny, but holy shit, dude. Shit. 70 years old with roommates. God, I can't even imagine. Dude, 70 years old, you're supposed to be sitting on your porch in a rocking chair. Not like, you imagine? You're like 70 years old yelling at your roommate, Can you throw your Tupperware away when you're done with that? What would you even argue at 70? Oh, you're always leaving your dentures out. Put your fucking wheelchair away. Get it out of here. What else we got, man? Sorry about the week off, too. Finally back on track here. Just getting this out Wednesday. So we had a week off of shows. But we're back. We're going to be back putting them out normal. We had an Italian artist auction off an invisible sculpture for $18,300. Not $18,000. $18,300. Got to slap an extra $300 on there. It's made of literally nothing. The artist said it was a work that asks you to activate the power of the imagination. Salvatore Guerrero said his sculpture is the work that asks you to activate the power of imagination. Look at him with his arms crossed, staring at the camera. He's got that look on his face like, I can't believe I fucking sold nothing. I sold nothing for $18,300. Oh my God. I'm going to open a car dealership that's just an empty parking lot. I'm going to be like, hey, which one do you want? Hey, welcome to Sean's used cars. Which one can I get for you? I don't see anything, sir. Oh, what do you mean? I have a blue one right here. Use the power of your imagination for 48 payments of $300. I'm selling invisible boatmobiles. This is insane. It even comes with a certificate of authenticity. Oh my gosh, dude. You imagine? I need to get into I'm gonna do a Patreon episode. It costs $20 and it's just an hour of white noise. I'm not gonna say a word. Oh, it's a podcast. You just have to use your imagination. Pretend that I said something funny for an hour. What else we got, man? Doctor working in COVID-19 ward severely beaten by mob after patient dies. A doctor working in the COVID-19 ward of northeastern India was severely beaten by a mob hours after the death of a patient that resulted in the swift... And then it cuts off for an ad. So basically, this doctor in India couldn't save this guy with COVID. So the family beat his ass in the streets. Just severely beaten. Oh, dude. That's... Could you imagine? Okay, they have where they're doing the surgery and they have that glass window where you can watch the surgery through. The surgeon just looks back at the window and the whole family's like, yeah, you better hope he pulls through or it's that ass. They're flashing guns, showing a gun in his waistband. Yo, he better live or you're going to need a surgeon. Just threaten him through the glass. Oh my gosh. Everyone's just watching the doctor perform surgery. As soon as he flatlines, bing, they just start shooting through the glass. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Doctors, no one's safe. If you don't save them, you're done. That's great. I need someone from LA or anyone in California to confirm if this is true. Gavin Newsom says the pandemic may be going away, but your to-go cocktails don't have to. California will now allow to-go cocktails and outdoor dining expansions to stay after we fully reopen on June. Okay, so you can take a cocktail to go from now on in California? Is that what he's saying? Can someone confirm this? Can you take alcohol to go now in Cali? I mean, what kind of... Dude, California is so ass backwards. They're like, you can't leave your house during the pandemic, but if you do, you can buy weed. It was so funny. I worked at the weed shop during the pandemic. They named it Essential. So it was a Schedule 1 essential drug. Federally illegal. The banks don't take the money. Everything is cash, but it's essential. How does that even make sense? I don't know. One guy came to the shop. He's like, you're looking for logic, kid. That died in the 80s. I'm like, you, sir, are correct. What else we got, man? We'll finish it up with some Florida man news. Florida man accused of kidnapping woman, forcing her to join OnlyFans. So we have a man out in Clearwater, basically kidnapping a woman and telling her to join OnlyFans. Oh my gosh. And he said that he will take all of the money she makes. This dude's basically he's basically becoming a pimp by force, which I don't know if that's how it works. But only in Florida, you know. Would you kidnap someone, hand them a phone and be like, yo, sign up for OnlyFans and give me the money? What? Of course she ran and called 911. What an idiot. Dude, that's so embarrassing. Such an embarrassing crime. You know, if you're gonna like get a mugshot, at least have it be something cool. That's just fucking sad. Yo, I was pimping. Like, nah, you were simping, my guy. But anyway, quick episode this week. Definitely have more prepared for next week. As always, episode sponsored by Trill Trees. If you're out in LA or in California, hit up at Trill Trees on Instagram and visit them at 2000 Cotner Ave to get some of California's finest product. That'll be all at Sean Madden Comedy on Instagram. And full episodes on YouTube, audio versions on Apple and Spotify, in the hall. All right, we'll see you next time.